to the life where you yielded a lot of magic. This is the most relevant time, arriving to the most necessary place. And as the movement slows, you begin to gather your bearings. And as the movement stops, you begin to feel your point of view. Here, now, in this time, in this place, the most relevant and necessary time and place. And as you feel yourself now, in this time, and in this place, I want you to tell me the very first things that you see or the very first impressions that you have. As you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you, tell me, what do you see in this new space?
I see a big window and I see a table with lots of bottles and notes notes on it. I see clouds outside the window. I'm really high up and it looks like sunset. But the sky is pink and orange. But where I am, really high up, the floors are wooden. There's lots of cabinets.
Can you look down at your hands? What do they look like?
My hands, they look sharp. My fingertips, they look pointed. I have rings and markings. I'm wearing a dark color, like a burgundy. My
It's
hands have like I feel heat. I feel heat in my hands, like
okay.
they tingle.
Do your hands look human?
Somewhat, they look a little bit older. Um, the skin color is brown, but it has a shimmer, like it's like a holographic shimmer to it, like shades of like purple and green.
Okay. Is there a mirror in the room?
Not in this room.
What room are you in?
It looks like a sunroom, but it also kind of feels like a kitchen. There's a big table that feels like it would be like a breakfast table, but all my stuff is there. My notes, other books, stones, ingredients.
What do you use this room for?
I feel like I come here to research maybe to mix things, to contemplate. There's a chair near the big window. I feel like I gaze out this window a lot. But outside, it's not like I'm not on this planet. It doesn't feel like this planet. I feel like I'm somewhere very old.
Can you walk to the window and look outside?
Yeah,
Okay, go to the window and look outside. What do you see?
I see clouds. I can't really see the ground. I see clouds. Like where my window is, it's almost level with clouds, but there's also clouds above me. So where my window is, it's like, it's kind of like when you're on a plane and you go above that first set of clouds, but there's still clouds over you.
Mhm.
I can see light, maybe a sun, but it just has that sunset look.
Is there
And
any,
that
go ahead.
the space just seems really vast. It's like when you're on a plane and you look out the window and it just seems like it's going on forever.
Is there anything else in the sky besides the sun?
I feel like not right now, but when I first saw it, I feel like I saw something flying, like some type of creature, but not an alarming, like I'm used to seeing it. And it's not mine. I think it just passes through.
Is it a big creature or a small creature?
It's a big creature.
And do you know what the name of this big creature, what kind of animal it might be?
It's kind of like a dragon, but it has these long talons. It's kind of like the fins of a mermaid. Like when it flies, it's not flapping. It's almost like it's swimming. Like it can swim. It can come up from the clouds and go back down. But it's like it moves really slow.
Do you, are you afraid of these? You said you were not.
No, I'm not. I've seen them before. It's nothing out of the norm. It doesn't even distract me when I'm gazing because I'm used to seeing them.
Are they pets
And
or
now
just
I'm
creatures?
Are they? No, I think they're just creatures. They don't belong to me.
Okay.
I think they're just of the land. And now I can see different weather. Like when it rains, it can go in either direction. It can be going up or going down. The same with the snow. It's almost like a snow globe. Like I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I feel like I'm in the center of something.
Are you on a planet or just a place?
A place.
Do you know what this place is called?
The first thing that comes to mind is like an in between.
in between. And do you live here or do you visit here often?
I think I visit here often. Sometimes I retreat here. This is where I can relax and be in my true form.
While we're here, is there something that you need to do?
I have notes.
You said you have notes.
I have notes. Lots of notes, but I have a specific note in a dresser.
Okay, go to the dresser and find the note.
I have this note.
Okay, read the note. Can you
I
read
can't
the,
make it out.
you can't make it out?
No, it's like it's foggy.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to relax. We know it's safe here. And we can remember that we will see what needs to be seen. So what we're going to do is I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to blow in front of the note and blow all the fog away. And then nothing will stand in your way. You can see what needs to be seen. Can you see what's on the note?
The picture. I see a stained glass window from the outside. Like a stained glass window to like a stone building. There's flowers on the windowsill.
You know what that means?
It's a place that I've been.
What significance does it have for you?
I have a memory of being there as a child. but not in this life. Of coming there and peeking in this window. And there's someone in there.
Do you know who?
Like an older woman. She kind of reminds me of Ubis. It's like she's doing what I was doing in my in between place. It kind of looks like my room in that place, just in a smaller space.
Okay.
Dark. There's a candle. She's gathering things. She's gathering supplies, like she's about to cook something or make something.
Do you know why you were directed to find this note and this picture? What is the significance?
Something just told me there was a note in the drawer.
Ask yourself
But
why you needed to know about the note in the drawer.
she's who I learned from.
From where you're from?
She's I learned things from her. When I look at the note and I see the window, I'm not just looking at the note. I'm there. I'm outside that building. I'm looking in. And she's brought me in and she's instructing me. She reminds me of Buvis, but she looks elf-like, kind of like that troll cartoon.
The what cartoon?
That troll cartoon, the
Okay.
cartoon with the trolls.
Hmm.
She's giving me instructions
What is she telling you?
that if I'm gonna watch, that I might as well learn.
Is that your home?
If not, I feel like she took me in, like she knew that I was wandering or that I was drawn there. And she's nurturing in a way, but not like a mother, kind of mother like, but she's willing to let me get hurt if
Okay.
that's how I learn.
In this note and in this memory, what age are you?
Maybe 5 or 6.
Mhm. Where is that woman now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I can access her through that note, but where I am now, like if I put it down, I come out of that memory and I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back at the dresser.
Okay. Go back to the dresser. Ask yourself if you can keep that note in your pocket or should you put it back in the dresser?
I can put it in my pocket, but I have to bring it back because that's where it stays.
Okay. So if that's where it stays, put it back. Put it back in the dresser. And as you do, you commit that memory to your brain so you can access it again without going to the dresser. Now, at the count of 3, I want you to be in front of a mirror. 1, 2, 3. You're now in front of a floor length mirror and you are looking at yourself in this form. What do you see?
My features are really sharp, kind of, creature-like. I'm still human, but my cheeks are sharp. My jaw is sharp. My skin is feels hard. Not hard to me, but like strong. It's bronze. And it has hues of purple and green. My eyes have like stars in them. Almost kind of like they're glowing or moving.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a dress, but it feels really old. Like it's not anything. It feels like I made it by hand. The fabric, it's not anything I purchased anywhere, exchange. It's almost everything feels handmade. Dark, kind of patchy. but it's comfortable. I feel comfortable in it. I feel calm in it. It's flowy. It comes down to the floor. My feet are covered.
What does your hair look like?
Hair is black. Pull it back, down in the back and pull it back. It's long. It's, it's thick and it's wiry, but it's long.
You said you had markings on your hands. What is the significance? What is the meaning of the markings?
I feel like kind of like tattoos, kind of tribal, some type of ties to family, or like tradition.
How old were you when you got them? Your first one.
I was with the woman. I was with the woman from the note. And she gave me my first one on my index finger. There's a black band around my index finger, on the top of my index finger. She gave me that one. And there's two dots underneath it, but that came later.
What is the significance of them?
The first one has something to do with patience. Like they represent something. It's like they're reminders. The other two, the dots, I got them at the same time. It's something to do with mindfulness. And I feel like it was like a pre-lesson before she allowed me to practice any magic.
Do you know what your name is? Let me reframe that. You know what your name is. What are you called?
Cato,
Say it one more time.
Cato.
Cato.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your people called?
Bushami.
And where do the Vushami live?
I can't make it out.
Okay. Do you know how old you are currently?
Or 400.
Okay. Do the Vashami usually live that long?
I don't know. I learned about the Bushami from the woman. Like
Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
she taught me the ways of the Bushami, but she outlived a lot of them.
What are the Vushami?
They were like a clan of manifestors.
Okay.
And the woman belonged to them when she was a girl. But something happened. I don't know if they had to hide or if she survived all of them.
Do you feel like there's any more Vushami out there?
Yeah,
Are any with you where you are now?
where I am in the in between, no, it's just me
How does that make you feel?
alone.
Okay, you said that you are in the in between because that's where you can be your true form. Where are you when you are not in the in between? What life are you living? Can you see that life?
No, I
Is
just
it?
see
Go ahead.
nature like I'm an animal or something.
So when you're not in the in between, you're an animal.
All I can really make out is nature, but it looks big. That's why I thought or feel like maybe I'm an animal because everything feels significantly bigger than what I'm used to nature feeling like as a person.
Okay, look down at your hands and your feet and tell me what you see.
Pause. Looks like a cat.
Can you look behind you and see what you see? What do you see when you look behind you?
Just wood.
Do you see your body?
I can see my tail.
Okay.
I just turned around.
What color is your tail?
it's it's black. It has hints of brown and hints of white.
Okay. So do you think you are a cat or a different animal?
I feel like a cat, but I feel aware like a human.
Okay, that's understandable. What planet are you on?
I feel like it's Earth.
Okay. Do you know if you as a cat belong to a human family or a family at all?
I don't belong to them, but there's a girl, a little girl. She's probably 7 or 8. She leaves food out for me. Their family stays on not a full farm, but like a farm style house.
So were you born a cat or were you born a Vushami and you chose to be a cat?
I think I was born a Bushami.
And why did you choose to be a cat?
So I can watch people and I could see who needs to be protected. This little girl.
And what happens when you find someone who needs to be protected? What do you do?
I had a call come in here, but I'm protecting the girl. She's not in any immediate danger, but spiritually, I feel like I'm protecting her
Okay.
just by being there.
Now we're going to move to an important day in this life, a day that you should remember because it is important. You are there now. What do you see?
She's older. I feel like she's maybe 19, and she's holding me. She's really sad.
You're okay. If you need to cry, you can cry. You can let it out. You're releasing all that hurt and pain that you held on to, and you're letting it go. Let it all go. Let it go. You carried it with you for a very long time. It's time to let it go and heal. Why is she sad?
The cat has died.
The cat died or is dying?
It died, but I'm still there with her. But she doesn't know that. I see her just holding the cat.
Did you serve
And
your
I'm trying to
purpose?
comfort her. Yeah,
You protected her.
yeah.
We're going to pull on our source healing and let it heal us. Now that you no longer have the cat form, what do you do now?
I'm I'm with the Bushami.
Where are they?
We're outside. It's warm. There's lots of people around me. I wasn't gone that long, but I was as a cat to me.
Okay.
And I'm young. Like that whole thing was like my whole life as that cat was like a practice run.
Okay.
A very simple assignment. But mentally, I lived that lifetime as a cat. I feel like I took something from that, even the selflessness of protecting another person, and I brought that back with me.
You learned a lesson. Is that what happened?
Hmm. Like they were showing me how to do it, but they were also showing me why it's necessary. But for them, I was only unconscious for them for not that long. I don't think any longer than a day or two.
That's interesting. Do they look different or the same from when you looked in the mirror?
They look the same. Well, they look more like Indian. Their skin looks it's brown, but it's like clay. It has like a more redder tone to it. But
Okay.
in this, where I am now, I'm one of them.
Okay.
Everyone is they're not dressed like how I was dressed in the in between. They're dressed more tribal. They
Oh,
have markings. Some have some have markings like bigger markings like on their hands, on their arms, on their legs. They're like the ones I have on my fingers that I had on my fingers
hmm.
and the in between are like child's play compared to the ones they have.
Oh, okay. What planet are you on?
I don't think they're on a planet. I think they're in a realm.
Okay. Now we're going to move to the next important day of this life. You are there now. What do you see?
It's raining and the land looks different. I'm still with the Rushami, but like before, it was sunny or it was bright, and it was kind of reminded me of like Pride Rock or something. But now it doesn't look like that. It looks like Elephant Graveyard. It's raining. There's like flickers of lightning.
Why is this day important?
Because we can't stay there
Mm.
and we can't all leave together either. We have to, it feels like when you leave this place, you incarnate somewhere. And the life as a cat was to prepare me. Like one day I would have to leave this place, so I wouldn't be able to come back. We would have to incarnate and stay where we incarnated.
How do you feel?
Heavy, but prepared. Some people are crying. There are some there that are still young, like younger than I was when I was a cat.
Why do you have to leave this place?
It feels like it's falling apart.
Do you know why it's falling apart?
I think it's just time for us to go. It feels like the phrase that comes to mind is like a as above, so below. It's like we're needed where we're all needed. Like it's time for us to go. We're all supposed like it's this is what we've been building up to. Like the generations prepared for this time that we will all have to leave at some point. But on the outside of this realm, we're we're being called to go places. And because we're needed in those places, the place where we are is falling apart.
Do you know if you all are called to the same place or different places?
Different places. Some of us, we don't know when we'll ever see each other again. Um, some people are going to the same place, but some aren't. Some have to go places that none of us have ever been.
And when you get to that place, is it like the cat? When you die, you can reincarnate somewhere else? Or is it when you die, you die?
I don't know yet.
Okay. At the count of three, we're going to move to the next important day of this life. One, two, three. You are there now. What do you see? Can you tell me what you see?
An old building. Feels like a feels cathedral, almost like a castle. And I see two people. I think we're related. They look like I think they're my parents in this life. I think I've come full circle. They look, they have the brownish skin with the purple in it, and I'm their kid.
They're Vushami?
No, they have sorcery, but they're not Bushami. The memories I have of them, I'm really young. I think I'm back to where the note came from,
You think you're back in the in between?
but it's not the in between yet. It's like a couple 100 years before that. Something's calling me off our land to the stone building. And I sneak out. I see the woman, but she looks like the elf. I think we both ended up there, just at different times. Like she's older. Like we all left the realm as Rushami at the same time, but she got to this place way before I did.
Okay.
She's older, but she was Rushami and she knows it. And she taught me the history of the Rushami to remind me that that's where I came from too.
What planet are you on?
It's not Earth. This planet feels big.
Do you know the name?
No,
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to skip to the last day of this life, of your life as a Vushami. What do you see? Can you tell me what you see?
I don't. I see I just see me back in that room. It's almost like I went in a circle.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know it's the last day of this life?
I can't see it. I still see me there. I feel like from there, like I have these little loopholes, kind of like the note. They're almost like these portals where I can like intersect certain points, but I still end up back there. I
Okay.
don't know if like I need to be there, like I can't leave, or like it's still ongoing. But like she's just there. She's been there. She doesn't have company. I feel like she gazes on, I don't know, like maybe she can catch glimpses of other Wushami, but she's she stays there. That's just where she does, like it's not like an uncomfortable like trapped feeling, but it's just a knowing like this is just where I am until
Okay. So what we're gonna do, your life as a Vushami is over. Her spirit has now left her body. Her time has come to an end. What do you see?
days.
Okay. Now, what you are going to do, you are going to thank her and you're going to move on and you're going to leave that energy where it belongs with her. On the count of three, you will find yourself in a different space. This space is what the soul calls the spirit realm. One, leaving that life behind. Two, floating and moving into the spirit realm. Three, you are now in the spirit realm. You are now home. What do you see?
Mom,
What is mom doing?
she's with dad. I see my grandma. This looks like a really chill like cookout. But like everything's just really calm. It's not like loud music or anything. It's like everybody's just they're just there.
You feel, what does it look like where you are?
It kind of looks like a hall. Every other thing looks like a rose gold color. It's like everything is it's like a coloring book. Like there's lines, but there's it's not like I know who people are because I can make out the lines. But it's just like this peach peach color. It's really relaxing.
Do
I
they
see our
get,
family.
you see the family there?
Yeah, like I can make out certain people. I see my mom's mom. I see mom and dad. My dad's there, but he's younger. He's like a kid. You're there exactly as you are.
What am I doing?
You're you're looking at me and you're laughing. It's like you know why I'm there. And
Yes,
you're just like you know that I'm talking about you right now. It's
really.
almost like you're watching a movie and I can't make out who you're talking to. You're talking to somebody and you're like narrating this part, like, oh yeah, this is that part.
Do I have any
But
advice for myself?
you look really happy.
Oh,
You look really, really happy. You're the happiest I've ever seen you.
mm. Am I by myself or with someone?
No, someone's there. I don't know where he is, but I know that he's there. And you look really comfortable, just like you just truly learn to let it all go.
That's nice to
Like
hear.
you just don't have a care in the world. This is all just amusing to you.
That's Can you ask me if I have any advice for me?
She said, wake everybody up.
I'm trying.
She said she knows. She said, as soon as you said it, she said, I know.
Can I ask her if I can cheat and know who my soulmate is?
Hold on. She, she said she said there's a clue under your bed.
There's a clue under my bed.
She said it really she said it really Mecca like I don't know if she's being sarcastic. Like I feel like she's being serious, but I feel like she's being sarcastic at the same time. But yeah, she said, yeah, tell her look under her bed. And then she's giving this face like,
I'm looking under the bed, but I can't see it. Ask her if she can be more descriptive. Tell her I need, tell her that I actually need help.
What's under you? She said it's something under you. She said if it's not directly under your bed, it's underneath where you sleep.
Under the mattress?
She said it could be under the mattress, under the bed itself, or she knows she knows the code. So it could be under the mattress, the bed itself, or under where you sleep. I'm guessing like even under the floor where your bed is, on the floor beneath you. There's something, there's some hint, but you might not recognize it right now.
I'm at a loss for words. Can you ask her why this is hidden from me?
She said it's not, even though she won't say what it is. She said it's not hidden from you. You just don't know what to look for yet.
Okay. Does she have any other advice for us?
Not directly, but I feel like she put this, like she brought the spirits that are here. She brought them here
For what purpose?
for this one, literally for this, so that when other people come here, like this is where they would come. Other like other people in our family, this is where they would come. It's like a almost like a safe space, like a comforting place. So like if my dad is running around, he's running all around, and but he's younger. He looks like 9. So I feel like if he came here, it would be through a child, like through his child. So here in this form, I feel like 16. Mom and dad look like how I remember them when I was a kid, when I was like really young in Monroe. But my dad is a kid. He keeps hugging me.
Oh,
It's like everyone doesn't know exactly how they're connected to each other. We just all know that we're family.
okay. That makes sense.
It's like people are like ghosting in, grabbing a plate and popping out. She says she has other people. She says I'm not the I'm not the only person here. I can't be holding her up. She has other people.
Okay, tell her thank you. Okay, we are going to move. Do you want to see the Council of Elders or do you want to visit your spirit guides from here?
Elders.
Okay. On the count of three, you will be in front of your Council of Elders. 1, 2, 3. You are there now. What do you see?
I'm outside.
What else do you see?
I I can see the stars, but everything is well lit. It looks like a almost like a psychedelic Jehovah's Witness pamphlet. Like there's a waterfall, there's moonlight. I can see the stars, but like everything's lit up. Feels like some Wakanda stuff. Like I hear whispering. Like I can hear whispers and everything. Like everything is alive.
Is your Council of Elders there?
I feel like there's 4 people here with me, but they're not in physical form. Like one, I can hear one in the wind. I can hear one in the water in that waterfall, and there's like crickets and stuff. I can hear one in the cricket. Like I can hear it's like chatter, and then the other one, I don't know exactly what I hear them through, but I thought there's 4 people, and I feel safe with them, but they seem stern,
They seem
like
stern.
whimsical, but stern,
Okay.
and not like in a rigid like uncomfortable way, just kind of like in an absolute way.
Okay. Can they help you to understand what the purpose of that life was?
it was like a test and a test.
A test in the test?
Yeah, like as Ushami, I learned to incarnate. I guess that realm belonged to that life or that time in the in between.
Okay.
And then me finding the other Bushami, even though I was a kid, it was a test of like how much spiritual information I was able to take from like one incarnation to another.
Okay. Do they have any messages for you before you move forward? What messages do they have for you?
One is saying I can always find my way back. And because I can find my way back, not to be afraid to go really far.
That's a good message. Are there any more
Well,
messages?
one in its own way is telling me to do what you're doing.
The past life regressions or the waking people up?
Both.
Okay. Are they telling you how you need to go about that?
Not exactly. It's like the message it's like I feel it. They said we're supposed to be like learning off of each other constantly.
Okay. And we do.
Yeah, because we're both up. It's almost like we're responsible for each other because we're up.
We're up. What does that mean?
Like we're awake.
Okay. Who else is awake with us? Will they let you know that?
They said that's our job.
Our job is to wake them.
It's yeah, to wake them and to find them. It's like there's like these shimmers of light. It's like they're showing me, it's like I can see souls all around me, and a lot of them look dormant. Not dormant, but they're not illuminated. And then like your light is on, it's illuminated. My light is on. It's not as bright as yours, but it's on. And I see these like little kind of like lightning bugs, like little glimmers of light where people around us, it's almost like when a baby is, when you're tiptoeing on a baby that's sleeping, they kind of wake up for a second and they doze back off.
Mhm.
If there's people around us that want to wake up, but they need assistance.
Okay.
They have moments where they wake up and they keep waking up and going back under.
Okay. We're up for that job. Is there any more advice for you before we move forward?
They said my work is far from over, but help is on the way.
What do they mean by help?
It's, it's not help that they sent. Something is something is looking for me, and I've always known this. That something is looking for me. It might not necessarily be in the form of a person. Something is trying to find me. But they can't. They can feel me, but they can't see me yet.
What can you do to get them to see you?
And I have to increase my light. I have to vibrate higher. It's like when I have times when I am vibrating higher, like they can kind of hear me, and then when I stop, they get lost again.
What are some of the things you can do to vibrate higher?
This need to be in nature. I have to create.
You have to create what?
My world. They told me to stop stop trying to live in a world I didn't create. Like they're saying, like you can create your world. Like you don't have to. It doesn't have to be this world. Like it's still this realm of existence, but like everyone can create their world around them, and I'm supposed to create my world around me.
How would you create your world around you?
I have to give in to my imagination.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they're saying the only reason that I don't is because it's so vast. I think that certain things are that I can't that I feel like certain things are untangible, unfathomable, but that's not that's not the deal with me. Like anything I can imagine can be here.
Are they
But
able?
it's my responsibility to know that, like to remember that.
Okay.
Because the moment I stop, it can dissipate.
Can they tell you what your spiritual name is?
They said I already picked it.
What is it?
They said the reasons I picked it for was for the reasons I thought I picked it for. But it's Persephone, but it's not pronounced that way. It's pronounced like Persephone.
Okay. Are they able to help you unlock your gifts?
I said, I know what I know.
You know what you know. Okay. Thank them for their time. Thank them for their advice. And thank them for their care and love. So now that we've visited this space, I'm going to take you to your spirit guides. On the count of 3, you will be present with your spirit guides. 1, just leaving this space and moving forward. 2, moving forward now to connect with your spirit guides. 3, we are now moved forward in the spirit realm, and you are now present with your spirit guides. Tell me, can you see or feel your spirit guides? Can you see or feel your spirit guides?
I can feel them. It feels like a masculine figure. I can't see them though.
How many are there?
One,
What does it feel like?
honestly, it reminds me of Chun.
Okay. Can you ask if it is Chun or just someone that feels like Chun?
Chun was a piece of him.
Oh, that's nice. It's okay. Let it out. Let it out. Ask your spirit guide if he is with you always.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. And how should you communicate with your spirit guide?
Just talk.
Okay.
He can always hear me.
Does he have any advice for you before you move forward?
Take care of myself.
Okay. Is there anything else before we move forward?
Not right now.
Okay. What we're going to do now we are going to leave this space, allowing the entities from the past lives to recede back to a time and place where they belong, with much love and much thanks for the help and information they've given us today. I would also like to allow Bonnie's spirit guides or whoever has helped us to recede back to a time and space where they belong, with much love and much thanks for the help and information they've given us today. And now I would like for all of the consciousness and personality of Bonnie to return back to the body fully. May I please speak with Bonnie's higher self?
Yeah,
Thank you. Do I have permission to ask the higher self questions?
you may.
Bonnie would like to know let's see. If you can give her any information about her children in this life.
They're very well looked after.
Can you tell her how many children she will have?
4.
Are these her children? Or are they just close family members?
Two of them are hers.
And who are the other two?
The other two chose her. They were assigned to her.
Okay. Can you tell Bonnie what music endeavors are in store for her?
She will be in rooms that she couldn't have imagined. So she's protected.
Okay.
She's secured.
Can you tell Bonnie who her soul family is in this life?
My dad,
Is there anyone else?
Louis, her children, we're family. Well, we've been other things to each other. Our dynamic is not off the beaten path. It's just it's a little skewed but it's supposed to be.
That makes sense. We have a skewed family, and it's supposed to be.
Same. I found a lot of my family. I was born into a lot of my family, but I found a lot of my family younger and kept them close.
Okay, that makes sense. Can you tell Bonnie how old her soul is?
Her soul is old.
Mhm. Amongst her loved ones, what is her role with them?
She's a spark. She's a spark. She's a beacon. But it doesn't mean that she's supposed to take care of people. But sometimes it might include that.
Okay. Before she came here, did she leave herself any clues regarding her path?
They're in her dreams, in her subconscious. And
Can
in
you?
stories.
Okay.
She
Can-
loves stories.
So it sounds like she needs to create more stories so she can get those clues.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give her any information about her soulmate?
You'll make her feel absolutely fearless.
Does she already know him?
No,
Okay.
no.
When will she meet him?
She'll know who he is. No, she will know of him within the next couple years, but she may not necessarily know him. They may not necessarily meet within the next 4 years. But he'll have come into her stratosphere.
Okay. The last thing is, can you help Bonnie unlock her gifts?
I had to take what she thought she wanted.
What does that mean?
She's been chasing something that she thought she wanted because she lacked it. And if she kept it, she would be stagnant. She would have got comfortable.
Mm. So your higher self took something. What was taken?
Everything she clung to, her lovers, her solitude, I had to lead her home, but she wouldn't have left under comfortable circumstances. I had to jar her to get her home so she could see what she really needed.
Okay. And by home, do you mean where she is physically now?
Yeah,
Okay. And this is how her gifts get unlocked?
she needed to be reminded of the last time she felt this powerless and what she had the courage to do to change it.
What is the plan now? Can you tell Bonnie what the plan is now?
She has to surrender. She has to surrender to her vision. She has to take it all in. And let go of everything she thought she was afraid of.
Before we leave this space, do you have any more messages for Bonnie?
Do not go back to sleep.
Okay. Before we leave this space, do you have any messages for me?
You're getting stronger.
Okay.
You're getting stronger. Therefore, your task will be bigger.
Okay.
Keep Mia close.
What did you say?
Keep Mia close.
Keep Mia close.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I need to keep her close?
She's still your baby.
She is.